Imagine encountering a creature so bizarre, it seems to have swum straight out of a fever dream. A colossal fish, flat as a pancake, with fins like wings and no proper tail. This isn't science fiction, it's the ocean sunfish, nature's own underwater UFO. When it comes to size, the ocean sunfish is a true titan of the sea. The largest recorded specimen tipped the scales at a staggering 6,000 pounds, or over 2,500 kilograms, and measured at 9 feet or 2.7 meters in length. To put this into perspective, that's about the weight of a large SUV or a small elephant. But it's not just their weight that's impressive. Sunfish can reach heights of up to 14 feet or 4.2 meters from the tip of their dorsal fin to the bottom of their anal fin. This means that when they're swimming vertically, which they often do, they can be taller than two average-sized adults standing on each other's shoulders. The sunfish's body shape is unlike any other fish you've likely encountered. It's laterally flattened, giving it an oval shape when viewed head-on. The body is so compressed that it almost looks two-dimensional from certain angles. This unusual shape has earned them nicknames like swimming head or floating head in various languages. One of the most striking features of the sunfish is its lack of a proper tail. Instead of the typical fish tail, they have a structure called a clavus, which is essentially a rudder-like appendage formed by the convergence of the dorsal and anal fins. This clavus gives the sunfish its distinctive truncated appearance, as if someone took a normal fish and simply lopped off the back end. The sunfish's skin is another peculiar feature. Unlike most fish that are covered in scales, the sunfish has a tough, rubbery skin that can be up to 3 inches or 7.6 centimeters thick. This skin is covered in a layer of mucus instead of scales, giving the fish a slimy texture. The skin is also incredibly rough, often compared to sandpaper, which serves as a natural defense against parasites. Despite their massive size, sunfish have relatively small mouths, with fused teeth that form a beak-like structure. This beak is surprisingly strong and is perfectly adapted for crushing their favorite prey, jellyfish. The eyes of a sunfish are proportionally large and set far back on their body. These eyes can rotate in all directions, giving the sunfish excellent vision to spot both prey and potential predators. All these unique physical characteristics combine to create a fish that looks more like a whimsical cartoon character than a real creature. Yet, the sunfish is very much real and serves as a testament to the incredible diversity of life in our oceans. The ocean sunfish, true to its name, is a creature of the open seas. These extraordinary fish can be found in temperate and tropical waters around the globe, making them one of the most widely distributed bony fish species in the world. From the balmy waters of the Caribbean to the chilly currents off the coast of Chile, sunfish have adapted to a wide range of ocean environments. They're commonly spotted in the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans, as well as the Mediterranean Sea. This broad distribution is a testament to their adaptability and resilience as a species. While they can be found in various oceanic regions, sunfish show a preference for waters between 50 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit or between 10 and 24 degrees Celsius. This temperature range allows them to regulate their body temperature effectively, which is crucial for their survival. Interestingly, sunfish are known to be vertical migrants, meaning they travel up and down the water column throughout the day. During daylight hours, they can often be found near the surface, basking in the sun's warmth. This behavior is thought to help them thermoregulate after deep dives into colder waters. Speaking of deep dives, sunfish are surprisingly accomplished divers. Despite their awkward appearance, they've been recorded diving to depths of over 3,000 feet or 914 meters. These deep dives are likely related to their feeding habits. As they hunt for jellyfish and other gelatinous prey, that inhabit the ocean's twilight zone. While they spend much of their time in the open ocean, sunfish also frequent coastal areas, particularly during warmer months. In these shallower waters, they often visit cleaning stations on coral reefs, where smaller fish remove parasites from their skin. The sunfish's habitat preferences and distribution patterns are closely tied to their unique physiology and feeding habits. Their ability to thrive in such diverse oceanic environments is a testament to their remarkable adaptability and the success of their unusual evolutionary path. With such a wide distribution across the globe, you might wonder what sustains these massive fish. The answer might surprise you as we delve into the sunfish's peculiar dietary habits. The primary staple of the ocean sunfish's diet is jellyfish. Yes, you heard that right. These enormous fish primarily feed on creatures that are mostly water. But how does a fish as large as a sunfish survive on such low-calorie prey? The answer lies in volume. Sunfish consume enormous quantities of jellyfish to meet their energy needs. It's estimated that an adult sunfish might need to eat its own weight in jellyfish every day to maintain its size. The sunfish's unique beak-like mouth is perfectly adapted for this diet. Their fused teeth form strong plates that can easily crush the soft bodies of jellyfish. Interestingly, sunfish don't chew their food in the traditional sense. Instead, they use their beak to break their prey into smaller pieces, sucking water in and out of their mouths to further break down their meal before swallowing. One of the most remarkable aspects of the sunfish's feeding habits is their ability to neutralize the stinging cells of jellyfish. Their digestive tract is lined with a thick layer of mucus that protects them from the potent stingers of their prey. This adaptation allows them to safely consume jellyfish that would be dangerous or even deadly to other marine animals. The sunfish's preference for jellyfish has an unexpected benefit for marine ecosystems. As jellyfish populations have been increasing in many parts of the world, partly due to warming oceans and overfishing of their predators, sunfish play a crucial role in keeping these populations in check. However, this dietary preference also puts sunfish at risk. They often mistake floating plastic bags for jellyfish, ingesting harmful plastics that can lead to starvation or suffocation. This unfortunate similarity between their preferred prey and our plastic waste highlights the urgent need for ocean conservation efforts. The life cycle of the ocean sunfish is nothing short of extraordinary, marked by one of the most extreme growth rates in the animal kingdom. It all begins with spawning. Female sunfish are incredibly fertile, capable of producing up to 300 million eggs at a time, more than any other known vertebrate. These eggs are released into the open water where they're fertilized externally by male sunfish. The fertilized eggs hatch into tiny larvae, each no bigger than a pinhead. At this stage, they bear little resemblance to their adult form. Instead, they look more like miniature pufferfish, complete with spines and a tail. As the larvae grow, they undergo a dramatic transformation. Their body begins to flatten, their spines disappear, and their tail is gradually reabsorbed into their body. This metamorphosis is so complete that for many years, scientists thought larval sunfish were an entirely different species. Despite their incredible fertility, survival rates for young sunfish are quite low. The vast majority fall victim to predators before reaching maturity. Those that do survive face a long journey to adulthood. Adult sunfish can live for several decades, with some estimates suggesting they could potentially live up to 100 years in the wild. As impressive as their growth is, you might be wondering how such an oddly shaped fish manages to navigate the open ocean. With its disc-like body and truncated tail, one might assume that the sunfish would be at the mercy of ocean currents, drifting aimlessly through the sea. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. The sunfish's unique anatomy and behavior make it a surprisingly capable swimmer with some truly fascinating habits. Unlike most fish that swim by undulating their bodies from side to side, sunfish have a very different approach to locomotion. They use their large dorsal and anal fins as their primary means of propulsion. This method of swimming, while unusual for a fish, is remarkably effective. One of the most distinctive behaviors of the sunfish is their habit of sunbathing at the ocean surface. They can often be seen floating on their sides at the surface, their large bodies tilted toward the sun. This behavior, which gives them their common name, is thought to serve several purposes. Primarily, it's believed to be a method of thermoregulation, allowing the fish to warm up after deep dives into colder waters. It may also play a role in parasite control, as the ultraviolet radiation from the sun can kill some of the many parasites that plague these fish. Speaking of parasites, sunfish have developed some intriguing behaviors to deal with their persistent hitchhikers. In addition to sunbathing, they're known to breach the surface, leaping several feet into the air before crashing back into the water. Sunfish are also known to seek out cleaning stations on reefs, where smaller fish and even birds will remove parasites from their skin. They'll float motionlessly, often at odd angles, allowing cleaner fish to pick off parasites. This symbiotic relationship benefits both the sunfish and the cleaner species. The sunfish's unique approach to swimming, combined with their distinctive behaviors like sunbathing and breaching, make them one of the most recognizable and charismatic creatures in the open ocean. And if you want to dive deeper into the mysteries of the ocean, make sure you're subscribed to this channel. And don't forget to tap the bell icon to receive notifications whenever we upload new content.